This is Miss Carey, and I just wanted to go over the homework instructions for this week, as the students had a shortened amount of time at the end of class for me to give directions and let them try out the activities. So I just wanted to let you know what they're expected to do by next week. So if they had class today, their homework is going to be due next Tuesday, and if they have class the rest of the week, it's just going to be 7 days later. So I just wanted to show you again the homework sheet. So the students should have put their date here. So if today's class, if they had class today, then their date would be 9/20/2016, and then they were going to list the homework assignment here, which is on the board. So they have 3 separate assignments today that will be due next week. So the first one was the KWL chart that I showed in the beginning of my first video last week. And so they're just expected to write down what they know about their brain, so list as many facts as they can. I did not give a set number of facts that they need to write, because every student knows a different amount about the brain. So if they can just list the things that they can remember, then they can just do that there. And then the second part is what I wonder. So this is a part where they're going to ask questions about what the brain and what they want to know. And so I really just said, okay, if you could learn anything about the brain today, what would you want to learn about? And so just list those questions. And then this next part, the what I learned, should not be completed, as they haven't learned anything in class with me. So that's the first homework assignment. The second homework assignment is this activity here. We learned about idiomatic expressions using Amelia Bedelia. So we talked about what one thing, a phrase can say one thing but mean something completely different. And so here there are a bunch of pictures, and they have different idiomatic expressions within them, and the kids have to figure out what they are. I told them they are allowed to work with parents and family members if they would like, to have them kind of figure out the problems that they could be challenging. So an example of the first one would be, it says million, and then there's a 1 in it. So this would be 1 in a million. And so I asked the students to write down the question, or the answer of 1 in a million, and then if they could figure out what that means, then they can write a quick example underneath or explanation. And then they would continue to do the rest of them. And again, I'm not expecting them to get all of these right. It's just for them to kind of work with idiomatic expressions, and it's also going to introduce our unit to them. So that's the second piece. And then last, this is your homework. So this is a communication log I use to contact parents. And so if you can just put your student's name. If you have 2 students receiving services, you can just put both of their names, and then the parents' names, and then the phone numbers. And if the parents' names and phone numbers are different, so if mom lives separately from dad, then just please put both contact numbers. And then emails as well. And then I will never text you, so you don't have to fill that out. The only text you'll get from me is the remind text, and that you've already completed, most likely. So those are the 3 pieces for homework, and if you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and I'm excited to get started this year. Thank you.